It's Gus, and they did it again. And I hate making these videos. I wish I never had to make a single one of them. But the thing is part of, having this channel is keeping players informed on builds, on strategies, on the auction house, and making you aware of the company that you might be putting cash into. And if you're putting money, real cash in this game, you got to be very, very careful because they have shown over and over and over again that they are not reputable, they're not trustworthy, and they did it to us again. And I can't wait till we have the day where I say, this company means what they say and we can trust them. Let me tell you what happened again. So we just recently got an item called the Lothian Lockbox. And the Lothian Lockbox has a new mythic companion in it called the Blaspheme Assassin. And when we got the Blaspheme Assassin, me and another group member went to the dummies and saw something. We go, holy shit. The debuff, the Fairy Fire debuff, is stacking. And I believe at the time, because they changed it, was a 1%. It lowered an enemy's defense by 1% and an enemy's deflect by 1%. And we could say, well, debuffs aren't meant to stack in this game. Well, that's true for the most part, but this is so infinitesimally small. It's not groundbreaking, right? If you could stack 10 spine devils, it would break whatever boss you were doing. But this would not. This gives the opportunity for every person in the group to run a support companion because that's where we want to get to. Nobody gives a shit about the companion's damage if we have debuffs. If you ask anybody if they have a choice between using the most powerful striker companion or having a tutor in the group, guess what every 10-man trial group poster will say? The tutor. Or the strongest striking companion or a spine devil. Guess what they'll say? The spine devil. Support companions make it so everybody hits harder. And we saw this and we're like, if we have 60 of these in the group, we'll reduce an enemy's defense by 6% and their deflect by 6%. Deflect probably doesn't matter too much because a lot of us are already capped out in accuracy. And I believe if you're capped in accuracy, a deflect won't actually increase the damage more than the original damage. So it might be wasted. But the deflect was awesome. So us two that were going to be in the same trial group said, you know what? Everybody needs to have this. So we went and bought 8 more of them. And then the next day when we were playing around with it, we said, holy shit, the debuff's not working. But we noticed the bleeds were stacking. So we said, hey, it's still a great companion. We're getting more damage out of it, even though we're not getting the debuffs. It's still a win. And then they announced its damage is doing more than intended. I'm like, yeah, whoa. What about the debuff? How come you didn't mention that? So I went to the forums and I said, hey, the debuff is not working. And their response is, how do you know this? So I had to send the video of it not working. And I go, oh. So the next patch notes, guess what they did to the Blaspheme Assassin? They lowered her damage, but they didn't fix the debuff. So now we had a completely useless companion. These were 3+ million AD each times 10. That's how much we spent on this companion. So they didn't fix the debuff. They nerfed her damage. She was completely useless. We waste over 30 million on nothing. But this Thursday, they announced they fixed her debuff. What they said fixed, but they didn't put the correct term. The correct term is nerfed because now this Fairy Fire debuff does not stack, so there's no point of having more than one Blaspheme Assassin in the group because the debuffs do not stack. So we have 9 useless Blaspheme Assassins. So I bought this, right? If I would have bought anything at any company that had any ownership, pride of ownership in their company, they have to give you a refund if they sell you a defective promise or they don't deliver on their promise of what you're paying them for. You have to know this about this company. There's nothing in this game that you own. This is not your character. They can take it at any moment, any second, for any reason they choose with no repercussions. We still play because we hope they don't do that. But what you also need to know is anything you buy is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. If you buy a defective product, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't get a refund. They won't exchange it. They will not fulfill their promise to you. I had another player last night saying, I'm going to run the Jagged Dancing Blade debuff. I said, holy shit, did you upgrade to Mythic? And he goes, yep. I said, well, I put it on the forums twice that it's broken. And I just affirmed my statement that tens, if not hundreds of millions have been wasted on that broken companion. And here they go, a cash only companion. The only way to get this item, the Blasphemous Assassin, is by cash or getting a Zen order to go through. Good luck with that on PC. People are paying real cash for this thing. And they got something that they did not promise they were going to get. They failed to deliver and they did nothing to fix it. There should be an exchange. We shouldn't even have to submit a trouble ticket saying, hey, I bought 8 of these broken companions. Can I get an exchange or a refund? I would. I already know what the answer is going to be. The answer is going to be to eat sand because this is how this company has operated for so long. It just was introduced. And I know some people will say, you need to wait. You need to wait. It's going to be bugged. You need to wait. Blame the victim mentality. No, it's not our job to test a cash only, pay cash for a cash only item, find out it's broken, and then have it nerfed. It should have been fixed before we paid cash only for it. Or if it wasn't working as intended, we paid cash for it, they should give us our cash back or an exchange. Something except what they did. Nerf it with no repercussions. There's nothing you can do about it. This company keeps doing it. And I'm going to post a video every single time I see it. I wish I never had to do one more of these. But the trends have not stopped. They do not consider you in their decisions. They don't consider how upset you're going to be when you lose your investment. It's a shame. Hopefully they get better. But they nerfed her. They nerfed a cash only companion. Buyer beware. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.